with Scott Stafford from SOS Exterminating today. It's Scott, welcome to the show. Great to have you back on the panel.
Thank you, Steve.
You know, taking a look at some of this, I'm sure some of this decayed wood is not our show desk like going downhill.
Did you bring some friends?
Tell our viewers a little bit about some of your pieces
of art here.
I brought some examples of a couple of species of termites. Number one over here, this would be damage caused by drywood termites. And this here is damage caused by subterranean termites. And this here is my trophy.
The trophy. It looks like a trophy. What is that?
It is a trophy. It's actually a subterranean termite tube.
That's pretty impressive for a tube. I think it's the biggest termite tube I've ever seen. Where was this trophy found?
That's the one I told you about. I found it in 1994.
Okay.
In that elderly lady's home. It was underneath her trailer. This one wasn't connected to the floor, but there were several that had gone all the way up and connected to the floor and were consuming the wood.
And obviously, this was pretty impressive. I mean, there must have been, who knows how many termites does it take to build something like that?
You know, colonies, the sizes vary from 10,000 to a million and a half.
Oh wow!
It just
That's
depending
just amazing.
Yeah, the million and a half. That's a pretty large colony.
Okay, now what about the third sample?
This is a post that was obviously setting on a patio. You can see where the bolt holes are here.
Exactly.
Oh,
Right.
I've seen
That's
that
where
a
the
lot.
scrap
And the termites entered through the bottom, and you can see through here, they've consumed the wood as they've gone up.
As they've gone up.
Yeah, and subterranean termites, the difference is with the drywood termite, they eat with the grain, without the grain, they eat against the grain. Subterranean termites, they really only go after the softer parts of the wood, so they'll eat with the grain.
Interesting. Now, so in taking a look at all those three different types of termites, how are they all treated the same to stop them, or are they treated differently?
Drywood termites you cannot treat with a liquid barrier in the soil. Because of that, we call them drywood termites, is because they do not make contact with the soil. They can actually live right in the wood.
So they don't have to keep going
They do
up
not
and
go
down.
back to the wood.
Okay.
They do not go back to the soil for moisture or to take food back. They develop their colony right in the wood.
Inside there.
They'll lay their eggs in there, and they'll develop their young and continue to build their galleries in there. With subterraneans, these tubes here, they're basically freeways from their colony into the wood.
So they can commute.
Yeah. And if we
How
broke,
convenient.
yeah, if we broke that
Or
tube
60,
apart,
you
you're
know?
going to see, 8 or 10 runs going back and forth.
Sounds
And-
like
and
California
51,
highway.
202.
Yeah, well, it's starting to look like Arizona highways nowadays.
Yeah.
Interesting. It just amazes me how they decide that they're going to move into a piece of wood. Now, we've seen a lot of patio issues where, like you said, the posts are eaten, and sometimes where it has been totally ignored, they actually move their way up at least 8 feet, and then they're into the header part. If you can get them, if you can get it before they get to that and do some serious damage, then it's just a question of the post. And obviously, changing the post is one thing, but then you also have to make sure before you change it, hey, let's take care of the problem.
Do something
first.
preventative for the
do
future.
something
Yeah.
preventative as long as you're spending money to change the wood.
If there's termites, we actually don't call it a preventive. It's a curative because they're going to come back. And you asked about the difference in treatments. With the subterranean termites, you actually do a liquid application in the soil, so as the termites travel through it, they'll get it on themselves, and they'll carry it back to the colony and spread it to the other termites. With the drywood termites, it can be done with a localized application as long as the infestation hasn't, spread out. In other cases, it's a fumigation. Basically, it's the tin over the house.
Is wood their primary food source, or I've seen them in drywall on the inside. So what are their primary food sources?
It's cellulose. Anything cellulose. This pad that you're writing on,
Yep.
they can consume that. I've opened up cabinets and pulled out books and only got the outer cover.
Right.
I've inspected
I found that in the
homes.
garages, yeah.
I've inspected homes, and they had boxes of old, albums.
Receipts or albums?
Albums, and I went to open it up, and the only thing that was left was the album itself.
Oh,
the
my.
box was consumed, all the cartoning for the albums.
How can our viewers contact your team, because obviously if you have find something like this in your home, you're way late in calling Scott. So you need to call Scott.
You're
like
never too late to
yesterday.
call me.
Okay. How can they contact you?
You can reach us at 480-497-1500 or on the internet, www.sosexterminating.com.
Okay, and also all the documentation in our archives on our website, you can find a lot of other things that Scott has done for us and some of the remodel work that we've done. He mentioned the Ironwood project we did earlier this year. A lot of great information on those particular homes, as well as the Marconi Ranch projects we're going to be seeing here soon on some of the issues that you're going to be treating both inside and out. So give us a call at 1-800-ASK-A-PRO. That's 1-800-275-2776. If you have a problem, termites or any kind of pest control, and we'll have Scott come out and take care of your problem ASAP.